Welcome to Coffee House Horror Stories. As the shadows lengthen and the world falls silent, take a warm cup of coffee, sit back, and let the unease settle in. Here, fear brews in every cup, and terror whispers with each tale. Feel the chill run down your spine and savor the dread that lingers like a ghostly presence. Embrace the darkness as it envelopes you. Enjoy the stories that haunt your nights and unsettle your dreams. And, if you dare, subscribe, like, and leave your comments below. Let us know what haunts you in the quiet hours. Now, ready or not, let the horror commence. Have you ever felt the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, as if someone's watching you, but when you turn around, there is no one there? That's how this story begins. My name is Sophie, and not so long ago, I moved to a small town, looking for peace. Little did I know, I was stepping into a nightmare, all through WhatsApp. My life was simple and quiet. I worked from home, enjoyed evening walks, and, like everyone else, used WhatsApp to keep in touch. To feel more connected in this new town, I joined a local group chat. It seemed harmless, friendly even. Then, Elias messaged me. At first, Elias was just another friendly local, but his messages soon turned weird. He knew things about me, things I hadn't told anyone. I laughed it off at first, thinking it was some small-town gossip, but it wasn't. He knew details, personal details. I confronted Elias in the group chat, but no one knew him. He was like a ghost. His messages turned darker, pictures of me at places I frequented. I was being watched. The group, my only social lifeline, started ignoring me. I felt trapped in a web I didn't understand. Then, one chilling night, Elias' message simply said, "Look outside." There was someone across the street, just standing there, staring. I called the cops, but the person vanished. They found a phone, though, registered to someone who used to live in my house and vanished a year ago. The police said he'd been stalking people in town and had an accident months ago. He was dead. Relief washed over me, but it was short-lived. A few days later, another message, from a different number. Did you really think it was over? Now, I live in a world of constant glances over my shoulder. My home, this town, it doesn't feel safe anymore. The whispers in the digital shadows never cease. And I wonder, will I ever find peace again? I've always been drawn to mysteries, the kind that keep you up at night, turning page after page, desperate for answers. But I never imagined I'd find myself in the middle of one, a real-life enigma that started with something as mundane as a WhatsApp message. My name is Mia, a college student with a penchant for puzzles and a group of friends who relied on WhatsApp for everything from class notes to the latest gossip. It was routine, comforting, until Jared, one of our classmates, suddenly vanished. His last seen on WhatsApp stuck at 11:47 p.m., 3 days ago. At first, I thought it was just a glitch, but as days passed without a word from him, worry crept in. He hadn't been to class, and nobody seemed to know where he was. I reached out to him on WhatsApp, but my messages were left unread, only adding to the growing unease. Driven by a mix of concern and curiosity, I started digging around. I knocked on Jared's dorm room, only to find it deserted, his neighbors whispering about how he'd come home terrified that night, the night his WhatsApp timestamp froze. Then there was that message, a cryptic mix of numbers and letters, sent by Jared in our group chat at the exact time his last scene froze. I spent nights decoding it, the words finally revealing themselves, "They are watching." It was a message that chilled me to the bone. My search for answers led me to an old legend in our town, the Watchers, shadowy figures who supposedly preyed on the overly curious. It sounded like a tale to scare freshmen, but with each step I took, it felt increasingly real. I traced Jared's last known steps to an old, decrepit library on the edge of town. There, in a hidden room, I found Jared's phone on the floor, its screen illuminating the same cryptic message. That's when my phone buzzed. A new message on WhatsApp from Jared's number, sent right then, "They're here." My heart stopped. The air turned cold, shadows shifting around me. I had uncovered a truth meant to stay hidden, and now the Watchers were upon me. I wish I could tell you how I escaped, how I outsmarted them, but the truth is, I don't remember. I woke up in my own bed, my phone displaying my last scene on WhatsApp as the exact moment I read Jared's final message. I never spoke of this to anyone. The mystery of Jared, the whispers of the watchers, I left them buried in that library. But sometimes, late at night, I still feel their eyes on me, and I wonder if some mysteries are better left unsolved. I'm Alex, and I've always been a bit of a tech geek, fascinated by the ways we connect in the digital age. That's how I stumbled upon something that still haunts me to this day. It started with an invitation to a WhatsApp group called Echoes of Silence. Curious, I joined, only to find the group eerily quiet, with no messages, just a list of members I didn't recognize. Days passed, and the silence continued. I almost forgot about the group until one night when a message popped up. It was from a user named Luna, and it simply read, "Don't leave the group." No context, no explanation. Odd, but I shrugged it off as some prank. The next morning, things took a darker turn. Reports surfaced of a local disappearance, a teenager, last seen on their phone, looking visibly distressed. I wouldn't have made a connection if not for the name mentioned in the news, Luna. The same name as the mysterious member of that silent WhatsApp group. Chills ran down my spine, but skepticism kept my fears at bay. It had to be a coincidence. Yet, as the day progressed, more messages started appearing in the group. They were from different members, each message a variation of "Don't leave the group" or "Stay with us." I decided to dig deeper and researched the names of the group members. My heart sank with each search. Every name corresponded to a person who had recently vanished without a trace, all under mysterious circumstances. Panic set in, and I attempted to leave the group, only to find that the exit button was somehow disabled. I was trapped in this digital purgatory with names of the missing. That night, another message appeared, this time from a new member, a name I didn't recognize earlier. It read, "Welcome, Alex. You're one of us now." Sleep evaded me, plagued by the thought of becoming another name in this haunting list. I decided to confront this head-on, sending a message into the group, demanding answers. What came back was a barrage of cryptic replies, all talking about a gathering that was soon to occur. The final twist came the next day. I received a message from an unknown number, a picture taken outside my house with the caption, "See you at the gathering." My heart raced, fear gripping me. I was being watched, lured into a trap I didn't understand. The following days were a blur. I stayed indoors, jumped at every phone notification. Then, one night, the messages stopped. The group vanished from my WhatsApp as if it never existed. But the fear, the unsettling feeling of being watched, never left me. To this day, I wonder what the gathering was, who these people were, and what happened to them. But some mysteries are better left unsolved, especially when they come knocking on your digital door.